Yes, legends. What is going on? How are we all doing? Great to see you all. Let me know who we've got in, but I can straight away see Nick. You was up first today. Hello to you, mate. And RN said just posted this Stonksy link on True Social. That would be epic. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the scenes? Can you imagine the scenes if that ever happened? Oh, mate, we would be bombarded with users. It would be fantastic. But hello to everyone. Thank you for joining. Great to see you all. And yeah, welcome back to another day. Another stream. Hope you're all doing well. We will go through the Tengu trade shortly because that is still open and netted some nice profits so far. Also, we will obviously be looking a closer look at altcoins today, as the thumbnail and title suggests. Things seem to have brightened up very quickly, though. Very quickly compared to just a few hours ago. It was, there was most meme coins were down anywhere between 5 to 10%. But ETH has come back with a resurgence very strongly, which seems to have lifted the market. We've now gone from altcoins being down a handful of percent to not being too bad overall, to be honest, and obviously a lot now in the positive. So things seem to have flipped, but is this here to stay? Is this going to be a temporary bounce or what? Let's take a look, and we'll have a look and see if things are going to be looking even better for the market or potentially get a bit worse. But yeah, let me know who we've got in the chat. Make sure, obviously, you drop a big like on the stream. And yeah, let's get into it. Delta, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Great to see all the same people every day as well. I'd just like to say, you know, you legends that tune in every day, great to see you. Discipline and focus afternoon to you, mate. Hope that everyone is doing well. Did anyone, I know Jeff did anyone else follow on the Pengu trade yesterday? Crypto Disciple says, I'd say it would be nice to see you too, but we can't. Thank you, Crypto Disciples. I don't think I've ever seen you comment before. If I have, I do apologize, but I don't think I have. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for joining the stream. You seem like you've got a great... yeah, it'd be great to see you jump in some more. So head over to the YouTube Crypto Disciples and drop a subscribe. It'd be great to see you every day. Loki, how we doing, mate? Great to see you as well. Great to see everyone. But yeah, let's have a look at the streaming accounts. Let's have a look at the Pengu trade. So where are we up to with the Pengu trade? So I closed some down here this morning, which has so far worked out quite well. I closed 75% of the position. So that has netted us 55.83 USDT. And we are currently still have 44% on that. So just over 13 USDT. Now, what I'm going to do is I've pulled the stop loss down to break even. And we're just going to let that run because of where Pengu is. I think... yeah, well, you know, given how fast and how strongly it's moved up, I think we're just going to let this run and either, you know, net some more decent profits if it ends up coming all the way down to here, which obviously looks like a decent place for it to potentially head to. Or if it goes back up and takes us out at stop loss, it's fine. We bank good profits and we'll just move on to the next one. We can move on to the next one because we've freed up some margin anyway. But yeah, that's where we're up to with the Pengu one. We're now risk-free, profits banked, and potentially, yeah, we could bank some more, some more nice profits. Should obviously things take a further downwards, especially down to this daily block here. After we got the move up all the way into daily resistance. So yeah, it's been a good trade so far, and we'll see if it carries on. We'll see what happens. Keep you guys updated with that. And obviously now we've got some free margin to trade with. We can go and place a different one. So if you've got any specific altcoin one that you think is in a good position to long or short, let me know in the chat. Alternatively, we may take one on Bitcoin today. Let me know, though. You guys are obviously imperative to what we take next. Afternoon, Loki. Afternoon, Gonksy. Zivko says SPX 6900. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, that's obviously been doing very well as well. Save says Ethereum 1 hour oscillator has just changed from red to pink. That's one of SMFC's strategies. Yeah, well, we just looked. We had a very brief look at Ethereum, and it's obviously bounced quite well so far. E5 Mint is green as well, says Gonk. So that goes in with obviously the oscillator change that Zero Crypto has mentioned. Let's go take a look at that. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's that. And obviously what we had marked out yesterday. So we marked this out, I believe, on stream yesterday, wasn't it? Was this zone here? So we did get respect on this on the 1 hour. Obviously, we did dip out slightly on the wicks. We dipped all the way down close to 3,500. But for the hourly closes, we did close within this zone here, which I outlined yesterday. Stonksy's got a nice drop on it so far from the red background opening. But as you can see, yeah, the oscillator is potentially saying, okay, there's potentially some upside movement coming here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. After here, I think, obviously, if it dips below any further, then we could be looking closer down towards 3,400 or 3,300. Seems quite likely in between there. You've got the yearly open smashed around that level as well. So, yeah, could be a level of attraction should Bitcoin take a tumble. But, yeah, you guys, let me know what you want me to... If you've got anything interesting altcoin-wise for us to take a trade on, or if you think we should put one on Bitcoin, let me know. Thoughts on Oasis Network? Highly undervalued L1 privacy chain. Oasis, I've heard of this. I think it was a while ago. What's the ticker? What's the... hang on. Let's see. Has this thing stopped bleeding yet now? Rose, that's it. Yeah, Rose. Ah, yeah, Rose. I remember Rose quite well. Yeah, I think this is quite a long-term project as well, isn't it? I think. I seem to be a bit. What's going on here? Am I a bit zoomed in? I think I'm a bit zoomed in, aren't I? Let's try and fix this. There we go. There we go. I thought the screen was looking a bit zoomed in. So Stonksy caught a nice push up there. Then we did have a little flip-flopping around there, which actually netted a decent green one. But then we came into the red, and it's caught it very... I mean, look at that. Obviously, after catching the move up... Why is it doing that? After catching the move up, we're now currently 15% to the downside in this red background, which is very nice. So big up Stonksy for that. But, of course, what you're probably alluding to is maybe the wider picture. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think my thoughts are we've got two pretty key levels here. Obviously, Stonksy is taking the most important one, which is this red one. So this is definitely a level to reclaim, but I would also consider this just as like a zone kind of too. Let's get rid of that. So I would say if it was to reclaim over here, you could obviously utilize this. This is obviously most recent resistance, and also long-term support down here too. But I think also it may struggle at this point as well. So I think, to confidently say it, I think probably a reclaim of 4 cents looks logical to me on a weekly close. So you want it on a weekly close. You don't want to wick over like these and then close below. You want a weekly close above that. I think that, obviously, alongside the recapture of 335, would be quite a decent outlook then to say, okay, you've got good invalidation. You've got good reason to believe it's potentially thing going. Now, what I would say is, obviously, it's got solid, so it's formed solid weekly support down here. So we definitely don't want it to break below there. You wouldn't want that to happen. But is this potentially an accumulation range? Perhaps it could be. But if it reclaims that, then in terms of a weekly aspect, I've not looked at the daily, but you would say, up to there would look logical. This is a pretty fast and thin move to the downside. This is obviously where supply came in. If we look at the daily, let's have a look at a quick scan of the daily. Obviously, it looks a bit different when we're looking at the two. Yeah, you could potentially see a slowdown here. Maybe you would draw this obviously a bit different if you were looking at the daily rather than the weekly. You could easily suggest, okay, price up to around here, and potential slight hurdle here. But yeah, so I think around that 4 cent mark, definitely for a weekly close. If you're going for a daily close, then Stonksy's got that outlined a little bit higher. But you could potentially, this could potentially be a bottom. You've got good invalidation, haven't you? If it starts to break below here, then let's get the old skull and crossbones out. You don't want that to happen. So yeah, that's what I would probably say on Rose. Jay, how we doing, Wiz? Great to see you, mate. Look at Newt. Sold a spot position this morning. I'll have a look at that. Delta says he needs to DM you. No doubt Delta is wanting some stock wisdom. Let's have a look at Newt. This thing? Is it this thing? I assume he was on about the stock. New Tech 1. Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah, if anyone's got anything specific they want me to look at, let me know in the chat. Also, what do you guys think we should take as our next trade? I am thinking a potential Bitcoin short. Ooh. Bobby. Oh, new. Oh, right. Okay. Never mind. Then it's not this. It wasn't that. Newt USDT. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. Ha ha! Holy mother of God. Yeah, I mean, straight away, what I'd see there is you've got a bullish checkmate. If you don't know what a bullish checkmate is, search the pattern. But you've definitely got a bullish checkmate with the fall down, the tight compression, and then obviously expansion. But I mean, that has taken it to new levels, that, hasn't it, with this? I mean, that is a serious explosion of a bullish checkmate if you want to take that pattern. I mean, just in general, wow, what a move. What a move. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Very nice ways. Well done, mate. And yeah, I would indeed also sell straight away on that as well if I was holding it. That is looking like a recipe for an exit pump, perhaps. You need Pepe Hopium, says Bobby. Bobby needs Pepe Hopium. Well, let's check that, shall we? Right. So, Pepe still struggling. Didn't actually come into that zone again that we was looking at. It came actually a bit lower. So maybe we could move that just a teeny tiny bit lower, which makes sense. Let me get rid of these because obviously this is what we had outlined previously, where I actually did have some good analysis on Pepe for nailing this this bottom that it put in. I mean, you don't. The thing is this is still valid. So what I've got drawn out here. Let me just move it over here. This is still very much valid in my opinion. So you've got this level, this zone of supply, obviously creating resistance. Supply came into the market up here. Then we've rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times now off it. So the claim of this is likely to be resulting in quite a strong move, which I believe obviously would then give it legs to push up to at least 0.2, which would be around about a 30% move. If you get in, you know, maybe you want to get in on better confirmation and retest, potentially 25, but anywhere between 25 and 30% move. That's only if you're entering, obviously, a claim of the box. If you're already in, then, you know, obviously you're already in. But I think, yeah, this area here is definite clearance needed. And I would say, you know, that is pretty simple to retrace. So that would be the level I'd be looking at. I don't know if it would, you know, there's definitely the potential for it to get stuck there as well, which would be around about just less than a 10% move up to that. But then, you know, you really are on the road towards the highs then. The thing is, there'll be plenty of liquidity up here. You know, you definitely have liquidity above this wick, above here, and then, of course, above the initial sell-off. So this gap here would probably, I could see it definitely having some trouble around this level, but, you know, let's get to that when we can. I think you clear this zone and then up towards here is what I would say. I don't hold Pepe, no. I don't, Epong, no. To be completely honest with you, I don't. But yeah, just gonna get a quick drink. Let me know if you guys want me to cover anything else. I think meme coins are looking quite interesting because they've had a huge run, also accompanied by a pretty strong pullback. I mean, you know, this was a pretty decent sized pullback, wasn't it? That they underwent. What's this here? So they've already had obviously the huge rally, pullback, and then go again. But obviously some, like Pengu, have just been non-stop rally. Obviously initial rally, pull back into there. That was about that was about 50% pullback, wasn't it, in the end? But again, I look at Pengu, I look at daily resistance, I look at the 10x from the bottom, I look at the completion of a run up, obviously into a supply point. I look at the price trading outside of the inner channel into the outer channel on the daily, and we either get, in my opinion, we either get this again, or this is time for profit taking, time to flush out the overconfident people and really put it down. I think, you know, this would be obviously a good area for it to trade into. You could definitely see a bounce from there or continuation. But yeah, I think there's maybe a few charts looking like this. Just hold $5 and sell to 1 cent. And hold, sell to 1 cent. Can you... NPC, my other meme, Hodl, has had a really good run recently. I actually used to hold NPC as well, Bobby. Yeah, I made some decent money on NPC. Yeah, non-playable coin. Yeah, this had a really good run, didn't it? Back here. Yeah, I caught some of this move up here. I think I got in around here-ish or something, and I sold it around here. So I didn't get all the move up there, but yeah, this is another one, you know, big old pullback. But yeah, I mean, that's a really strong move, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, it's into that kind of, if you look at this, it's a very similar structure to Pepe, in that it's got 1 high, 2 high, and then obviously just this build-up of selling on the way down. But I mean, yeah, it's obviously hit. It's obviously hit resistance now. So next job is to obviously overcome that and then start going after all this. But yeah, not something I look at too much, but yeah, good nonetheless. Let's have a look at SPX. Let's clear that. And let's clear that, right. SPX, yeah, pretty interesting. Obviously, dipped over its all-time high and then dipped back below. It was obviously, look at that for key SR. It was, you know, smashing into it, wasn't it, for daily closes, not able to gain. Gained it, held on the daily, and is now back below. So take from that what you will. Again, not really too sure. We can also, you know, we can look at its next direction. I think, you know, a retest of here would make sense. It would just make, you know, this was obviously resistance for a while, good couple of weeks, and it's not really retested it properly. I wouldn't even consider that a retest, really. You know, a decent pullback on the daily into there would make sense, but whether it gets that low, we don't know. We'll just have to trade it if it does. WIF, again, another one that's been on a really good run. Let's get rid of some of this and some of this. But yeah, WIF, another one. It's been on a good run. Feeling a bit of pain today, but yeah, still massively up. Let me close this off. So yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys are thinking about the market. What does everyone think about Bitcoin? I know I don't have to ask a few people in here. There'll be a few people that I already know the answer to. Rab says, can you look at Burp? I can. I'm starting to get more interested in CoreWeave again. Feels like we may consolidate higher, not get our original bid zone. Yeah, potentially. You bought in November 23, made a pound, just left a moon bag now. Was 2 million market cap when I bought in, life changing. Oh yeah, you got in a really good point then, didn't you? You got in at a really low point. That's incredible. I mean, what did it go to? NPC. Market cap wise. I mean, it's even at this point, it's 100x, isn't it? From there, even at this point, you're at 100x. Oh yeah, look at that 400 mil, but you know, obviously, he had a lot of time around 300 mil, didn't it? Incredible, really nice, mate. I mean, yeah, you caught a good one there. You caught 100x and more. Well done. Pengu's coming down a little bit again. Was 500 millish at the top. Oh, incredible. What a return. That's what it's all about, and that's what everyone dreams of. That's what everyone wants. Let's see what some crypto-related stocks are doing. So MicroStrategy had another sell-off yesterday. Coin is up a little bit today. So am I right in saying that MicroStrategy? I remember you saying that they paused the buys, but did they not buy more over the weekend? I thought he'd posted his tracker. Yeah, they did, yeah. Jesus. They bought another 739 million. All these companies buying more and more. Kramer likes Bitcoin. Kramer likes Bitcoin. So what are they raising for now? I've seen some sort of strategy is offering stretch. Bloody hell, they're offering bloody loads, aren't they? They've already offered this, and this. I don't know exactly what all these are. But they're offering all these. Is it to raise more money? Is that why they're doing it? Offering all this stuff. BMNR XYZ. I saw. I'm not going to be just... Oh, it's really a coin, just joking because of your stream, Bourbon. Oh! Oh, well, I'm not going to lie, Rab. You got me there. You got me. What was I gonna look at then? I can't remember what I was gonna look at. I was gonna look at something. I can't remember now. Anyway, let me know in the chat if you'd like me to cover more. Let's go and have a look at... I mean, Bitcoin's gone nowhere. ETH really hasn't done that much. It's just come into our area of interest. Something to note is obviously ETH Bitcoin is back up today. Bitcoin dominance is also up slightly, but dominance has been creeping back up. Obviously, this big sell-off that we had in dominance, as you can see, the fall off from here all the way down, a good 5-6%, resulted in that strong altcoin pump that we got. But ETH Bitcoin is creeping back up a little bit. It's up nearly 0.5% today. Sol has had a pretty decent sell-off. I mean, and again, here you go. So I think it was, I can't remember what day it was, but we looked at Sol, didn't we? And I said 180, key retest area. And there we go. I'm sure someone in the chat says no way it's going to 180 again. I'm sure. Did that happen or did it not? Anyway, that's a great net by Stonksy there. Look at that for the 1 hour. Green background there, superb. But yeah, we had our retest on 180 and we've bounced so far. So that is a good outlook, to be fair. Obviously, just depends on what the rest of the market is going to do. But that's, you know, I draw these boxes and stuff, and I don't know if anyone actually like takes them and puts them on the chart or listens to them. But each time that we do, it does work out quite well most of the time, albeit I don't always trade it myself, but you know, just good to see that the analysis works. What else is going on? If you want me to look at any altcoins, let me know in the chat. What's T? I mean, T has had a great bounce on it, but again, you know, it's nearly retraced it all. You know, it's not that far from going back into this zone, is it? It's already down again. These altcoins, man. These altcoins. I don't think it's as great as it was. I see like a lot of euphoria and stuff on my timeline and stuff over the past like week or two. I don't think it's there. I mean, yeah, altcoins have had a bounce, but you look at something like TIA. Yeah, it's up slightly. But I mean, look at, yeah, it's up very slightly, but it's done that in the past. Look at the state of it, high time frame. How many times have we seen it bounce and then just sell off further lower? Too many tokens around, too many tokens in free hands. And that's not just towards tier, that I mean that just in general. Alright, come on, yeah. Pepe's doing nicely. Let's see if we have we caught the Pengu top. Those are my two crypto stocks. Right. Miss Soku, I'm gonna look to see if this is actually a coin. I'll look at it. If it's not, then right. Okay, I'm not looking at that. Please stop posting that in the chat. Because that isn't. I'm guessing that's like a deck screener thing going. I'm not shilling anything, so. Yeah, please stop posting that. I'm thinking a potential Bitcoin short. Is anyone on board with that, or what do we think we should do? I think we're going to get a bit of a flush. It seems to me that we might get a flush. I'm thinking. Let's have a look at XYZ, because obviously I know we were looking at this, wasn't we, Wiz, the other day? I was showing this to Save with Crypto yesterday, actually, Wiz. I don't know if you was in or not, but I was showing XYZ to Save. I really like it. I think it, yeah, the potential on it is there, isn't it, for sure? But yeah, I was showing it to Save yesterday, and yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I really like it. I think Woo Exchange is another gem. He says, see, that's a proper coin, Mitsuko. We can have a look at Woo, because I know that's an actual exchange token, isn't it? But yeah, XYZ, I really like it on the high time frame. Have you took anything out on this, Wiz? What have you done so far? Because yeah, I do fancy it. Would have been nice to get in down here, wouldn't it, in April? But you just look at it and you just think, is this kind of repeating? Because it's wedged within here, so it's clearly got demand down here, but it's been in like 3 years of accumulation, so I do like the idea of it for sure. Been building a spot position. Got $82 options for this week and next, but not sure they'll hit. Yeah, Yeah, so let's have a look at Woo anyway. You want me to look at Woo? Yeah, I can have a look at Woo. Let's see. Oh man, there's nothing bullish here. Tell you what is bullish. What is bullish about this token is if it reclaims this red line. If it reclaims this red line and stays there, then that is pretty bullish. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything overly bullish there. To me, anyway, looking at it. You might disagree with me, and that's fine, but you've clearly got demand, drop through, and then just failure again, rejection here. It needs to reclaim 11 cents, I would say. Needs to reclaim 11 cents, and then you are back to kind of bullish territory. At the moment, no. But it definitely could put in a deviation of there and, obviously regain some strong support, which would be a bullish outlook. And then I would say, yeah, that looks like a decent setup. But not currently, in my opinion. Obviously, you may disagree, whatever. Options for Bitcoin or even no XYZ. Wiz is on about options for XYZ. But yeah, we do have some Stonksy updates coming out soon as well, guys. There is one coming this week, I believe, or early next week, just whenever it is SMFC thinks it's ready. And then we do want to hear some input from you guys, like, you people that are on Stonksy. What do you want to see? Let us know in the Discord. But yeah, we still continue to develop, just one after another. So we do have the latest one coming, and then one's it's still in line after that. So exciting time to be around Stonksy, and I think the bot has been performing quite well too, hasn't it? Which is good. But yeah, let's see what we could get from this. But yeah, I was so close to being taken out on this, last night. So obviously you can see here. Here's my entry. I had my stop loss was like here. It was so marginal. My stop loss was like there, and obviously this push up here, ever so nearly took me out. I woke up and I wasn't sure whether it had been took out or not. And I was like, no, please. Because how many times has that happened to anyone where moves down or up, then you get a move in the opposite direction and then just continuation of down? And I was like, no, please. But we're still alive. And yeah, it's still, I do kind of think that there is further down to come on Pengu. I don't know. I do kind of get the feeling that it needs a good flush. Dave, looking at UPXI Solana stock. Is that the guys that have been buying Solana? Like, kind of do like a strategy, but with Solana. Is this it? UPXI. Bloody hell. Oh. I mean, the time to buy was obviously on the full retrace, weren't it? What a time to buy that would have been. Back down here after the full retrace of that. So what are these guys doing? UPXI. That's... Jesus Christ. Just buying up Solana, or... So when you think we will get that alt season for mid caps? A lot of fear on XM we won't get one. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I would say that there's just like a lot of euphoria. I don't know about fear. I think probably the past week or so has been like just full on euphoria about altcoins bouncing. And obviously the way ETH's bounced. I don't know. So previously my stance was that we won't see a typical alt season like everyone wants to see. We won't see that kind of just rising tide lift all boats type of thing, and your average altcoin may do a couple of X at most, but not like this crazy amount that people saw in 2021. And I still stand. I personally, this is just a personal view. I still stand by that. You'll have outperformers. You'll have ones that do better than others. You'll have ones that perform more strongly, like Pengu. That has been obviously one of the stronger altcoin performers. It's performed better than even Fartcoin, I think. It's performed better than SPX. It's performed better than pretty much any meme coin, any large meme coin anyway. But then also, mixed in there, you've got meme coins that have done a couple of X, maybe 2, 3, 4X, which is good. Fantastic returns. Pengu's done a 10X, so obviously the outperformer. And then you've got ones right behind Pengu, which, like Fartcoin, SPX. So I think that is generally what we will see in the altcoin market. You'll have outperformers. You'll have reasonable performers, and that'll be it. But I just don't think you'll just see like any random thing just doing 100X, in my opinion. Options are cheap, got a few of them. Yeah, I just don't see it, and it depends what you view as an alt season. Do you know what I mean? I suppose it just depends what you view as an alt season. Well, that's just in my opinion. Literally just my opinion. You may think I'm wrong, which is fine. I could be wrong, and I would be fine being wrong. I just don't think that. We're in a very, very different market compared to what we used to be in a couple of years ago. So, that's what I think. But again, I'm more than happy to be wrong. I don't know that for certain. It's just my opinion and feeling. But still, hopefully, even if you are holding something, hopefully it does a couple of X at least. That would obviously be nice. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. This thing just has only just regained like long-term support, hasn't it? Like, this is horrific. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat as well. What do you guys think? Stonksy's still green on Bitcoin on the daily as well. See, look at that, just patience. All you needed was patience, and then bang, you were rewarded. Maybe worth doing some TA on others and others dominance chart, Dave. Could answer that queue. Yeah, but the thing is that, I mean, I suppose it would work, yeah, because we are talking about mid caps. But others is only counting. Others only counts like the first, I think is it the first like 200 altcoins or something? Which is obviously good because that covers a lot of mid caps. I just don't see it. I just don't see the money fully rotating. Like, you're not gonna. I don't believe we're gonna get that just madness of things doing. Like, you will have things that do a good handful of X, but I just don't think it'll be there. So yeah, I mean, others is retesting this area that I've got marked out, which is obviously key SR. And it's holding so far. It's holding well, but it needs to regain basically 300, and then its next stop would be up here. So that would be like a 25% move, which is decent. It would provide a really good move on altcoins. But yeah, regain about 300 and up to here. Let's have a look at others' dominance. There's too much rubbish out there, isn't there? If you're in a good one with good community or good builders and stuff, you're all right. But there's just a lot of rubbish out there. Well, you got clear resistance along here around that 8.85 mark, and then that should take it pretty nicely up to around 11%, which I'm guessing would time. Yeah, there you go. So exactly the same. Exactly the same when you look at others' dominance. I'm looking for, if you regain that, a 25% move up to there. And then, you go and look at others and it's the exact same percentage. So, definitely kind of solidifies that view. We'll put that just below there. But yeah, what does everyone think in the chat? Anyway, make sure you drop the like. Let's see, we haven't see the update on the likes. 10 likes. Everyone, please go take a second. Drop a like. Go and tickle the like button. Give it a little tickle. Just go like that on it. Little tickle there. Yeah, go and drop a like on it, please, everyone. And we will get the poll up now as well. Of course, if you want to do any trading today, go and sign up to BLOFIN. First link in the description, or I've pinned it in the chat as well. Oh, yes. Pengu's dropping lower. Come on now. Careful on L2 ZKP. ETH announced they want to build ZKP with their L1 later this year, which could make current L2 ZKPs less demandable. The thing is, yeah, there is a point, isn't there, where you definitely see L2s just disappearing once ETH doesn't have the issues that it does now, aka once sharding is brought in, then there literally will be just no point in L2s, in my opinion. You'll still have them, you'll still obviously have base and all them other ones, but as soon as ETH is able to meet the demands and not just completely blow the roof on fees once proto-dank sharding is inputted, then yeah, I mean, you do struggle to kind of say, oh, why would you use an L2 if you can send something on ETH or swap something on Uniswap on ETH for a cent or whatever, if that ever comes. Probably still a long while away though, so they might still have another cycle in them. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys would like me to cover next. We'll go and have a look at the heat map and stuff. I'm just going to get another quick drink. Woo! Yeah, go and vote on the poll as well. Make sure you go and get your voting on the poll. Right. Let's get back to it, shall we? I would like to take a trade on Bitcoin as well. The 1 hour, the 1 day is literally just showing what you think. We've got liquidity at either end of the local range. Decent build up above there. Let's go and have a look at Bitcoin. I'm thinking that we're going to drop. Why have I got this drawn here? I am thinking that we're going to drop. Is anyone else thinking we're going to drop? If anyone else is thinking that we're going to drop, then let me know. We need some volatility though, so you can catch another banger on the 1 hour. Traded it pretty nicely though throughout this local range, hasn't it? On the 5 minute. Yes, Crypto. Hey, Crypto Bro. I haven't seen you in ages, man. How you doing? Great to see you. Make sure everyone goes and drops a like on the stream. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hop over to... if you're watching on X, make sure you hop over to the YouTube and drop a sub. Do come and subscribe. We've got loads of great content on the videos on the channel. And I'll show you exactly. Come and have a look at this one. This was us outlining a trade like we did with the Pengu one this week. This was on Bitcoin now. Also, come and have a look at this. Great video too. Come and get your teeth stuck into it. Come on now. But yeah, of course, you can grab Stonksy for 20% off your first month. That is the link in the description. Come and get it. Come and get the full indicator access and Discord access and trading bot access. Come and get it. The S&P is just carrying on creeping up though, isn't it? It's just carrying on to creep upwards. Just creeping up. Oh yeah, so Nvidia pretty much retraced that drop, didn't it, from the other day. Amazon's doing pretty well. I would love a push into here. Would love a push into here. What are we thinking now? Just stuck in traffic on the M60. Oh, mate, the M62 is a nightmare, isn't it? It's the worst motorway, that. It is honestly the worst motorway. Shall we long or short Bitcoin? Up. Oh, go and get your votes in. Everyone go and get your vote in on the poll. Let me know what you think is going to happen. I'll be honest, I'm really against long in here. I am really against it. Because I think if you long it here, you're just coming in for a liquidation hunt in towards here. I think if we saw something like this, then that would be time to smack it, and then it would go down for the downside, is what I would assume. Which would be a really nice entry, to be fair. Maybe we set an order. So the heat map was showing 123.50-ish. I mean, it makes perfect sense. But do we enter now and just go and grab it while we can? Or do we set an order and wait? Boo. Let's remove some of this. Let's go and have we'd be knocking off 30 then, which would be fine, and we'd probably be looking for around 113k, I reckon. What do we think to that trade? I think that's a good one. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get filled on it. There we go, filled. Yeah, go on then. I know Loki, if Loki's still around, no, Loki will like this trade. Loki will like the looking for the downside. I know he himself is looking for downside as well. I'm going to get volatility soon. I mean, the thing is, it could easily come up to here, grab liquidity, and then go. So if it did come up to here, I would probably have another go at it, to be fair. I mean, if we did lower it down, we could have gone in maybe with a bit more leverage. We could have maybe gone in with a bit more, but yeah. Oh well. Let's run with it anyway. What's everyone think? I'm still here, mate. You're long from 117,473. So Crypto Rose looking for up. Loki, what are you doing? Are you still looking for down? What are you thinking? My comments are being banned. What's it saying, Gonksy? Nick thinks we go up. Try and put a number as one of the letters in it, Gonksy, so we can see what you're trying to say. I imagine there'll probably be a word in the filter that bans thing. It depends what it's got in it. It depends what the comment is. long on Bitcoin and ETH. I'm still short, expecting lower. Gongsy's long. Oh, so it looks like I'm counter trading a few of you fine people. We're counter trading each other, apart from I'm on Loki's side. Crypto Bros long, Gongsy's long, and Nick's long. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, mate. Don't know what was going on there. On US Open, we pumping, says Alpha. Ooh, okay. Well, that wouldn't be good for our trades. But, yeah, let's see. Make sure everyone's dropped a like on the stream, please. Got a good amount of likes. Got 28 viewers, 15 likes. Very good. Go and voting on the poll as well. Got a resounding expectation that we're going to go up today. So, we'll see what happens. But I remain short on Pengu, closed 75% of the position out. And I've opened a short on Bitcoin. So, let's see what comes of that, shall we? Got torn a new asshole with that drop. What drop? Short video guru is long as well. Hey, great to see you, mate. You got torn a new ass. With what drop? You must be using some high leverage if it's this drop, because Bitcoin has literally hardly gone anywhere for like 2 weeks. It's just sitting in this local range, isn't it? But I'm sorry that you got torn a new ass, mate. Oh, XRP correction. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is. Oh yeah, that's corrected pretty hard. Look at that. Look at that by Stonksy. Oh wow, look at that. What a trade. What a couple of trades. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Take that to the bank each and every day. But yeah, that is a pretty harsh drop, isn't it? What's that? About 15%, something like that. No, mate, you're in. I can see you. I can see you said gone again, but I haven't seen anything else yet. DM at me on Discord, and I'll be able to tell you exactly what it is that it will be banning, and I can see if I need to remove it or if you're just saying something. DM at me on Discord, mate, exactly what you're trying to say. Because, yes, something is being banned. Alpha ENT says, I'm long on cause. Also, very strong comeback. And very strong in general. Going to be a good one. Cause. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Contentos. So 5% today, which is nice. Bitcoin's moving against us. That has had I mean, it's had a decent push up so far, hasn't it? It's done nearly a 2x. Go and have a look at the weekly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Stonksy's got it drew out here. I think also around about here. Yeah, would be good. So I think definitely it's rejected off it again so far, but obviously plenty of time in this weekly candle. I think if it reclaims here and you call it, say 0, let's call it like 0.44 to be safe on the weekly close, then it does look pretty good to then start heading back to the upside. Done it. It'll have regained obviously where it had demand here, then obviously where it's rejected here. So if it does regain that, then yeah, I think looks good for expansion. I think here maybe a little bit of an issue, but that's a good 10-20% pump up. But then after that, yeah, you on the weekly time frame anyway. This is without looking at the daily, potentially all the way up to 0.82 then, which would be good. But yeah, it looks nice, mate. Hopefully, I hope you make a lot of shillings on it. Your Bitcoin take profit is 120,258. Sol held so strong. Yeah, Sol. Well, Sol held exactly at the place we outlined. So if anyone is actually looking at these levels that I outline on stream and stuff like that, then look, we had it outlined. Let me go on the daily and I'll show you. Look, we drew this the other day. There's your SR around 180, and then I said coming into this zone, we either clear it and then pump up to here, or we drop into 180 and then obviously, as long as the market momentum is there, then push back into this zone. Now, so far, we have completed the test of 180 and it's held, which is a good sign. So, yeah, good time for Sol so far. Thanks for the info. I'm up 70% already. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice, smashing it. Well done. I'm just going to run to the toilet, everyone, so I'll leave you with BLOFIN open. If you do want to sign up to BLOFIN and haven't already, links in the description and is pinned in the chat. Go sign up. It's the best exchange out there and non-KYC. And I'm back. Right, let's get back to it, shall we? Okay, so currently, this Bitcoin move is going against us slightly, isn't it? Which is fine. Oh. Tell you what, Started going back to the gym properly yesterday. Last week. Went twice last week. While I was away. Just like a quick, like half an hour, 40 minutes in a local one. Because I haven't been for about 5 months. And I went back properly yesterday to like do a proper session. And my God, I am sore today. My God, I am sore. But you know the old saying, whatever it is. But yeah, let's what have we got? I don't think we haven't really got much data this week at all, have we? Let's see how we're doing on the like front. 19 likes is good. 19 likes is good. Take that. Take that all day. What crypto-related stocks doing? So Circle is down a bit pre-market. Went up again a bit slightly yesterday. Coinbase is back up a little bit pre-market, back above $400, and MicroStrategy is just floating around there. I still call it MicroStrategy, mate. Can't get used to calling it strategy. Just can't do it. Ah, Stonksy. There was your Stonksy. Why did you not? When was you on? When was we talking about thingy, old Stonksy? Oh, Monday it got above $20. Did you not close that out on Link when it got above 20? What's Hype doing? Oof. Oh, Hype all the way up to 50. That marked a 5x off the bottom, that, didn't it? Wow. Hype, great performer. Absolutely great performer. ENA is doing very well. Oh, look at that as well. Oh, beautifully caught by Stonksy. And again, this is another one. That's like a solid 2x off the bottom now. And there we go. There's your SR. Reclaimed, held a support, dropped back below, rejected. Now reclaiming SR. Really nice movement by Stonksy there, though. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, there's not a hell of a lot going on, is there? There's not a hell of a lot going on. What are miners doing? Any movement on miners? Oh, Marathon got absolutely murdered yesterday. Bit Deer doing quite well. Any significant movement on these? These are all mad ones that like announced they were doing Bitcoin treasuries and stuff. There was one that had moved. Oh, yeah, this one. This one just keeps sinking lower and lower. Coincilium Group. Yeah, another one of them. Seems to be we're getting a little bit of a push up pre-market, like moving into it. Let's end this poll. No pain, no gain. It's actually a bad saying. What you should try and follow in the gym is the 70% rule. You don't know more than what you're capable of by 70%, so that you can still train the next day. Because over a year, you'll have more training days when you do 70% of 3 days than someone who does 100% and doesn't go for the next 2 days. Very true, mate. Very true. What did I miss? Not much, to be honest, mate. I'm not closing my link till break even. It's the principle now. I'm not being beaten. Oh yeah, it must have got closer around break even though, Stonksy, when it was above 20. If you've seen it, I've just seen your DM on Discord as well. It doesn't seem to like. Right, I think I know what that might be. I'll have a look at that, Gongsy. I'll have a look at that, but I think I know what might be triggering that, so I'll have a look. Yeah, Delta, you're not missed much. I did open it. I've opened a Bitcoin short, but it seems to be going against me for now. So we'll see what happens. Is it going to come and hunt my stop? But I admire your discipline, Gongsy. I admire your discipline. To say no, I will have this at break even. We've got 10 minutes to go until US Open. So... Do. Oh, math. Was Sol already covered? Hoping for a quick return to 200. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Oh, math. It's great to see you, mate. I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been? You been good? Yeah. Well, look at Sol. So Sol, I actually before I went off, I was off for like nearly 2 weeks. I actually mapped out like the whole of the Sol route, like literally the whole of the Sol route. We was down here, and I literally just mapped it out level to level, the whole of the Sol route, and it just followed it perfectly. But yeah, so Sol, we had 180 outlined as the pullback region. So we had here outlined as supply, and 180 is the pullback. So obviously we came up, entered supply, and we pulled back. So we've held 180 so far, which is good. So I don't actually think getting above 200 is actually that necessary at the moment, Math. I think just holding this SR here, above 180 is fine. So for me, as long as we hold this region here, good for now. And then I think, yeah, it needs to clear this here, because this is obviously where supplies came in. But I think, yeah, after we get above 210, then looks good for like 230 up to maybe even up to 240-ish is what I'm thinking on Sol, and that's it for now. Obviously, if we get back below 180, then I think looking down towards about 170, maybe into the high 160s. On the daily time frame, that is. But yeah, looks good so far, holding 180, so that looks good for me. But yeah, you can see obviously where momentum halted as supply came in. So I think coming back onto there, testing that again is necessary, of course. And then yeah, if we need to clear like 210 and stay above 210, stay above there, and then begin the route then to 230, 235-ish. Hold the line. That's it. That's it. Just hold the line at 180, and it looks good. Even if it, it could consolidate around here, which is good as long as it holds around. As long as it holds 180, for me anyway, it looks fine. But yeah, how have you been, Math? It's great to see you, mate. So these are the two trades we've got open at the moment. We've still got some of the Pengu short open after closing 75%, and we have just opened a Bitcoin short. Seems to be like I'm going against the majority with that. I think a lot of people are long or expecting upside, so we'll see if I get smashed or not. Not bad. Cheers. Been busy. Yeah, mate. Well, it's great to see you. Always great to see you, mate. Right, we've got 4 minutes to go until US Open, so yeah. We'll wait for that. I don't know if we're going to get much volatility, to be honest. I mean, over in stocks, it's been quite good volatility. Obviously, the SPX is just continuously rallying to new all-time highs, just record highs. Obviously, volatility-wise, Nvidia's been the most volatile this week. Obviously, had a huge drop earlier this week, but obviously Meta created a new high at the end of June, dropped back below. I think Microsoft, still Microsoft. Just look at the Microsoft chart; it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Just still chugging away to new highs. I think Amazon, Apple. Am I right? I think I'm right in saying Amazon, Apple, Tesla, and Google are all the ones, that haven't created new highs yet. But obviously, Nvidia, Meta, and Microsoft have. Well, yeah, nothing too major going on this week. For obviously those of you that remember Webull, I mean, Webull is doing tremendously well. Should have held on to Webull. Would have been a great gain, that. But yeah, over in Bitcoin, we're still waiting for some volatility to come in. And we'll just eagerly await whatever happens next. But we have got 3 minutes to go until US Open. So get your thoughts in, get your comments in. Obviously, make sure you're signing up to BLOFIN and doing your trading there. That is where it all goes on. That's where it all happens. I'll put the link again in the chat, but you will find it. First link in the description and pinned in the chat as well. Do sign up. And of course, we're still running 20% off Stonksy for your first month. That is in the description too. The link to take you to the Stonksy page and the discount code. But you'll find a discount code at the top of the website, BOT20. And that is off this one here. So that gets you 20% off, down to 116 for your first month. And then, that gets you access to everything. And that's for new users only for that BOT20 discount. Do. Should we go to the 1 minute chart? What day is the 30th? Because that's the next FOMC meeting. Next Wednesday. Okay. Next Wednesday. So we'll take a look at that, actually, what's to come next week, because obviously we've got FOMC. I don't know if have we had CPI in July yet? I don't know. There we go. Market is open. We quickly flushed down then, didn't we? Let's see if everyone that's long is going to be right, or if best time of the day. Powell is definitely getting sacked. Mate, Trump can't sack him. Trump can't sack him. Not possible. He can resign, but Trump can't sack him. I think, and I have got a feeling about this, because I think Powell's term is up next May, right? So Powell's term is up next May. This is my theory on it. Powell's term is up next May, so obviously there'll be, I think they do a vote or something for obviously whether Powell will carry on or whoever takes over. Obviously, if he resigns, then it's a different story. But I think Powell probably knows one of two things. Either he knows they've cut too late and there's going to be consequences, or he knows that something pretty bad is going to happen financially with the US over the next year, and he doesn't want to be there leading the ship for when it happens. I think it could possibly be two. I think potentially he knows they've cut too late, and that's going to lead to damage further down the line. But also, I think the state of the US financially is going to come to boil next year, and I think there's going to be a real bad poo storm coming. So I think that could be a combination of it as well. But also, we could see rates go higher because we haven't seen the effects of tariffs on inflation yet. People forget, if inflation starts creeping up again, the Fed could actually increase rates from here, which would be wild. Mathers missed hearing the bell. Well, there you go, mate. That one was just for you. What a bell. And then Crypto Bro, it says end. Fascinating. But yeah, what does everyone think about that? Why does everyone think Powell's resigning? I don't think it's because of Trump at all. But I think he knows that something pretty severe might be coming over the next year, 18 months. So we're selling off on open so far. That's put me back down towards my entry on Bitcoin. Pengu is... I don't know what Pengu's doing, to be honest. It looks like it's maybe gone up a bit, back down a bit. Who knows? But Bitcoin is sinking. He's 76. It doesn't really matter for anyone in that position, though, does it? I mean, you see politicians in the US. You don't really get it over here in the UK, but you see politicians in the US going to in the late 80s and stuff. Just seems a bit weird because it's only 10 months until his term's up. So if he's going to retire, he's seen the US and the Fed through peak inflation. 9% it was in July 2022. That's what the figure was. So peak inflation. He's obviously seeing the rate increase process just seems a bit odd to me. That why you would resign now and not just stick it out until next May and just say, right, my term's done. I'm not going to go for re-election. I'm just going to leave. Seems a bit strange to me. He's 72. Yeah, just seems a very strange time to do it. If he just doesn't want to be steering the ship while everything goes kaboom. That's in my opinion anyway. Again, very loose opinion, but it's what I believe. But yeah, good. Obviously, good volatility on open, low time frame. We had a drop off, then we had obviously big spike back up, basically to the start of the open. So nice amount of volatility coming in. Super low time frame. I mean, we could just carry on in this kind of no volatility period, couldn't we, for a while? We've got month end a week today, so I can't believe a week today. I can't believe a week today is the last day of July already. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, doesn't look like we're going anywhere fast, does it? Doesn't look like we're going anywhere particularly fast, but there we go. That's what we've had coming on that. Nvidia's up 1.5%. Oh, Tesla's. Whoa, I didn't see that pre-market movement. Oh, Tesla has been smashed. Look at that. So it was just look at that. For like, what is it? Like 2 weeks, it had just been slowly creeping back up after falling back down below 300 into demand. And it did come into resistance, to be fair, but I mean, just literally just one day, all this slow staircase up, elevator down, bump. That is wild. What has caused that? What has caused that on Tesla? %8 down on open. What on earth? Does anyone know the Tesla story? we ask Grok? I don't know if it does like real time. Oh yeah. Disappointing second quarter. Did it have earnings today? Did I miss that on the chart? Oh yeah, here you go, earnings, yeah. So weak Q2 earnings and sales decline. 14% year-on-year drop in vehicle deliveries. So they fell very slightly short on revenue. Ah. There you go. Fantastic. Isn't that fantastic how that earnings only come out 10 minutes ago and Grok can give you a full deep dive like that on why it's down? That is fantastic, isn't it? That is like 10 minutes old news. Or whenever, or I don't know, whenever it come out. I don't know. Sometime, obviously, pre-market. But I mean, this is where demand is. It's not too far away. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's just got indecision, hasn't it? Bitcoin's got indecision. ETH's just hanging around there. Yeah, nothing really. Quite a dry day, isn't it, today? It's quite a dry day. Nothing really too much going on. Elon tweeted the next quarter going to be rough because EV incentives cut. Pressure on Trump, that, innit? Pressure from Trump. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We're bringing back Vine, but in AI form. Well, there we go. Being used in Perplexity for similar live sentiment reads. I think Grok's one of the AI backends it uses. Yeah, I mean, that is superb, isn't it? I think I don't use any others apart from Grok just because it's so simple to have, you know, on X like that. But I mean, to get it real data now, like just live data there, you know, from open, this is why it's down today. It's just fantastic, isn't it? I've never used that Perplexity though. I've never used it. I don't really dabble that much with AI, to be honest. I just ask Grok things on stream, and that's basically it. Grok feels more personal and conventional when you use it in audio mode. Save uses it in audio mode a lot. I've never used it in audio mode, I'll be honest. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how. Yeah, you have to use. You have to use it in audio mode, maybe on your phone or on the app. I think Grok's got an app, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm pretty comfy in this. Let's see what Pengu's doing, shall we? Actually, you don't even have to do that. You can just click it, can't you? Yeah, see, that's what we want. Pengu to go down even while Bitcoin is looking like it's getting low time frame push up. Down with the Pengu. Down with the penguin. Yeah, I use the Grok app. I can even speak in Arabic and it's responsive. That is insane, isn't it? It's actually insane. It's so wild to think that like that is like just an actual thing that we've got. Crazy. Yes, Kev, how we doing? Great to see you, man. There's not really much going on today, I'll be honest. There's not really much going on today. Yeah. We're just kind of waiting for Bitcoin to do something, aren't we? Altcoins have had a good push up, pushed back up again today after ETH pushed up. Because they was down, you know, around a handful of percent. I think memes have had a good push back up as well. Some of them have. Some of them are back down, like Whiff, Pengu, yeah, death to the penguin. Bartcoin's down 7%. SPX down 5%. Moodeng's up 4%, which is interesting. Yeah, I think overall bit of a slow day. We want some Bitcoin volatility, don't we? But it's still just capped in this range here, just bing, 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 bing. So we wait for it to come and move either side. But I'm currently short Bitcoin, short Pengu. Pengu 1's gone good. Bitcoin 1 is freshly open today, so. Universal translator soon. Yeah, that will be it, won't it? Is Thursday usually quiet for US Open? Waiting for rate cuts, says Perdissa. No, I think it's just a bit of a quiet time anyway for I think Bitcoin just kind of doing that thing, isn't it, where it has one volatile move and then just cools off. We don't really see a lot of Bitcoin volatility anymore. Like if you actually go and have a look, right, on the chart, we don't actually see like loads of volatility anymore, do we? Like we have like these very short trends, and then you do get volatility in these ranges that it builds. This was obviously a good time, wasn't it, for these, you know, 7 weeks or whatever it was. But, you know, we consolidated, didn't we, here for like a month and a half, and then this wasn't even a week. This was just 2 days. 2 days expansion, bang. So we spend a lot more time consolidating and just kind of chugging along than we do trending now on Bitcoin, or at least getting volatility. But I mean, over in the stock market, things are volatile. You know, things are volatile at the moment. Like, yeah, you know, look at Tesla, just absolutely slapped today, 8%. Remains to be volatile. The S&P is just onto new highs. I mean, Tesla's down 8%, and that is going on to new highs on this hourly candle. So that's just at all-time highs. Yeah, it's in that sideways consolidation range till the next big pump, hopefully. Yeah, mate, it's just chilling out, innit? Could stay this way. We've got FOMC next Wednesday, so if we go and have a look, we'll go and have a look at it now. Let's go and have a look at next week. So yeah, next Wednesday is a big day. We've also got ADP employment change. We've also got the No, that won't be the first, will it? Yeah, it would. The first GDP reading. Obviously then got, the FOMC meeting and interest rate decision. We've then got PCE the day after. And then on Friday, we've got NFP, which is just wild. That is a crazy 3 days, that. So, yeah, it should be interesting what happens next week. So, perhaps we just consolidate until the Fed meeting, maybe. So, yeah, I don't know what. We could see anything, couldn't we? But, yeah, do you guys want me to look at anything in particular? What would you like me to cover into these late stages of the stream? Huzzah! We're now in a very small profit. It'd be interesting to see what happens with these, because the Pengu one, I'm more than willing to just let that run for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even longer, because it's basically just free capital now after closing a lot out. So if we get a harsh pullback on Pengu, we could net still a decent return on it, to be fair. And then, yeah, the Bitcoin one, I'm pretty happy to let go to stop loss or take profit. So we'll judge the volatility, won't we, by if we can get one of these. I mean, if we don't get any of them, then we know we're just stuck in like a low volatility spell. But obviously the stop loss is a lot closer. So just opened a sol long, thinking of closing it though. It's in a tiny profit. I suppose profit is profit, isn't it? Math. Tau. Can you ask Grok when will UK residents get their FTX money back from BlockFi? I can ask that actually. Yeah. Let me just go on. Just copy that, what you asked. Let's see. So there's no timeline apparently, unfortunately. Let me skim through it. So they've secured a court approval to return 100% of eligible customer claims. US-based creditors were expected to receive final distributions within 90 days of today, actually, from today, likely by late October, through Coinbase accounts. However, international clients, including UK, face a longer timeline, which may involve identity verification. Okay, so there is no timeline, but US customers are actually getting theirs back between some point today. From today into October, so potentially maybe they announce something during that, or maybe they do them first and then that. But yeah, that's the answer for you, Sean. So hopefully you can get yours soon. Let's do Tau and then we will jump off. Oh, we're falling away now, are we? Is that right? Oh, yeah, okay. Very nice. There we go. Right, let's have a look at Tau. Where is Tau? Somewhere, it should be somewhere along here. There it is. Yeah, so still wedged between here pretty much. I mean, this is what I've got Drew as SR. Which is held up quite nice. So, yeah, for me, anyway, obviously, as you can see, this still stands. Clear the grey box up towards 575-ish. This remains daily, where you will want to see, obviously, we slipped down below and then rejected from it and then reclaimed and then tested. So, yeah, obviously, any pullback into here, we'd want to see hold. And then this is resistance. So, yeah, pretty much just wedged between these levels. And as you can see, I like a lot of other stuff. It's literally just level to level play at the moment. It is literally just level to level play. So, yeah, we want to stay above like 350 at a very minimum. But, yeah, could bounce anywhere in here, really. But, yeah, clear. You know, obviously, Stonksy's got this Drew at 490, which makes sense, obviously, if you clear the grey box fully. So clear 490 and then, yeah, up towards 575 then. But yeah, that's all for today. So big thank you to everyone that's joined. Please do make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're not already. Obviously, click the link, sign up to BLOFIN, sign up to Stonksy for 20% off. And I'll be back tomorrow for Friday's stream. So thank you for joining, everyone. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. It's Friday, so bring a friend day, as Save of Crypto likes to say. So bring a friend day or fire the YouTube live stream link into any random Telegram or Discord groups or whatever. Let's try and get a big Friday audience. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye for now. See you later.